Your highs, your lows, your loves, your losses. This is Your Soul Care Companion podcast, hosted by Marcus and Marion. Your Soul Care Companion podcast, the place where faith, passion, and determination create the greatest stories ever told.
Hey, it's Marcus, and thank you so much for listening to Your Soul Care Companion podcast. Guess what? We are about to listen to our final episode of How I Survived My Scandal featuring Trei Taylor. Wow. She shared a lot of details with us, and one thing that I've learned from this series is that many of us are going through a lot of hell. So much that we can't really even see straight anymore. We don't know when it's going to end. We just know that we want it to end. And if I can speak for Marion, I'd like to say that as your soul care companions, we believe in sitting in this with you. We believe in empathizing with you. And we stand with you today knowing that this will not be your forever. We believe that there is light at the end of your tunnel situation. We believe that while weeping may endure for a night, that joy eventually will come in the morning. We know this because we live this. So prepare your hearts to listen to some hope, to listen to some joy as Trei authentically shares her journey with us. Sit back and relax because it's a good one. Thank you so much for listening.
The Soul Care Community speaks about creating the narrative, telling your story. I speak about creating your story. I created this. All of this. I am a journaling fool. I believe in it. I always did before all this. My ex-husband used to get mad. I would write on the mirror, I am a blessing in all the world. I am this. I am that. And I would write in my journal, thank you, God, that I now have a husband who loves, honors, and cherishes me. And of course you think you're writing about the man laying next to you or the woman laying next to you. I manifested this because God, the universe, whatever you acknowledge will give you exactly what you ask for, what you focus on.
That's deep. I want to pause for a second because woo, you believe in manifesting and you are writing these things on your mirror and you're reciting them, and the man that you had committed your life to, the man that you bore kids with, isn't the person who you thought he was.
And let's go a little further with that. What do you do with that when you are doing what you think you should do, and I'm doing my affirmations, I'm saying this and I believe this in all my heart, and then you are confronted with, once again, this abandonment that was present in your childhood. That comes to distract you from, well, it serves as a distraction from your affirmations. Do you stop? Do you quit? What do you do? What happens? Like, what does that look like?
There's a level of maturity that I had to evolve to that understands that God does not say, first of all, God is not, for me, God is not up in the sky. God is not unreachable. God is in me. So God does not tell me no. It's yes, not yet, or I have something better. That is a maturity that you come to.
Say it again.
It's never no. It's yes, not yet, or look, Tree, I have something better. Now that's my truth. That's how I've evolved to understand it. So it's a decision. I made a decision not to think, well, this doesn't align with my behavior. I'm doing all of this stuff. No. What did you say? You said, I thank you, God, that I now have a husband who loves, honors, and cherishes me. And God, universe, whatever you call it, says, okay. That's what you want? Well, this ninja ain't doing it.
He's like, he ain't the one.
I don't know if you know, but he ain't doing it. And that is hard. Because
when the universe
we have
says,
been trained that God is... And I don't think God is like, let me get her. No, God is just answering.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you what you said, Tree. But we don't like the way that it's being served to us.
Let me tell you how God said it. He said, Tree, you in danger, girl.
Bo, do you know?
He was like, Tree, you in danger, girl. And you're like, how? I've known him for, we have 2 children together. We have this wonderful house.
He was supposed to be the one.
He's the one. I mean, Tree, you in danger, girl. I can't be. There is no way. Tree, you in danger, girl. You are saying A, B, C, D, and I'm trying to tell you that this ain't it.
Right. I have something or someone better, and who is just what you are affirming. So let's fast forward a little bit to California. How's that transition?
2016, with the help of my amazing family at Impact, because I don't have any family. Y'all are my family. Marcus, Marion, y'all are my family. I have family. It's so many to name, but they're not biological. When I decided to say it out loud to everybody, my core, and this is important, we all have friends. We have lots of friends. Marion, we have lots of friends. I'm Marion Jamal. And so-and-so follows me. I'm Marcus. What's your middle name?
Keith.
I'm Marcus Keith. And so-and-so follows me. And I'm your friend. And I want to be... No, you have a core group. And I don't know what they felt inside when I said it, but they never let me know how they felt. They're like, oh, okay. And just the overflow just started. And let's keep it real. The finances just started to come. I had my boards up, of course, but other finances came. People giving me this card, this gift card. Like, and I promise 60 days, I had garnered about $15,000
Good Lord.
From working, production, freelance work. It was just flowing. I got a $3,000 voiceover. That's crazy. I had commercials. I was busy. Booked. What do you say? Booked and busy.
Baby, booked and busy.
I don't think it's crazy though. I think it's alignment.
It's not. It was meant to be.
It's alignment.
And so everything happened, and we got to California in our 840 square foot apartment. My son, my daughter was off to her HBCU dreams, and it was tight. One of my friends came to visit from Atlanta, and he never said anything, but I know he must have been like, woo! Because he had been to my other palace. He was just in the new palace. Because, see, community, it's all about what you think and how you see it. And you can be in 840 square feet. But every morning I would sit in my chair, and I didn't have a dining room because I was not going to put a dining room table in there. So I made it into a little bistro. And I would sit there, and every day it would just expand and get bigger and bigger in my mind's eye. And I would say, thank you. I love my lavish home. And I meant it. Maybe not at first, because I'm like, this is not lavish. But after a while, you start to believe what you're saying. And we stayed there, and things were slow. It was slow. And I was like, we need more. I want more. God, I want more. And so now, Marion, you're like, okay, you asked God for more. What did you do? Because there is a little bit that you have to do. There's a surrender. We're not going to gas stations and praying on gas pumps for gas to come out. It's not going to come out until you put the debit card out. Okay. So stop it.
Okay.
I'm doing my part. And so, glamorous, lavish, abundant, manifesting Trei starts driving for Lyft.
You start doing what? Go ahead. What did you do?
I started driving for Lyft. And more shame entered into the building. My ex-husband had repeatedly told me during the time when he was anxious to get away and get out that I was not shit. I told you previously I am the shit, but he told me I was not even shit. I was 43 years old and I was not a success. That's what he said. And so that song played in my head often. But by now I had met a man that ironically was a lot of what I had written that I wanted. But he didn't literally and otherwise kind of fit what I had previously thought it should look like. He was just I didn't necessarily see myself with this type of man. But I had to surrender. And he would tell me that I could be, do, and have anything that I want. And he didn't just talk about it, he lived his life in that way, which was very much like the man I envisioned for myself. Because I do have some crazy thought processes, and he seemed to have those same similar crazy thought processes and was actually living those things out. I don't know how the community or listeners will feel, but I had actually decided when my ex-husband left that the next man I wanted would never be married and never have had kids.
That's hard.
It is.
So
I didn't want to share him, and I know it's selfish, but I made a decision secretly that I didn't want it. And there was like a little part of me that was like, there is no man that has never been married and not have children. And I said also that I wanted him to be fun. I wanted him to be wealthy. I wrote all this out. Marcus, I don't know if you remember this, but you and I went to a paint party and we created trees. That was the main frame of the painting. So near to the time when I